Hello, welcome to my channel. This is my Dare to Win save, currently with Blackburn Rovers in the Premiership. Since you were with us last, highs and lows, we've been on quite a good run in the Cup, okay? Not the Cup, we have, but in the league I meant to say. You were with us, I believe, for the Liverpool-Southampton games, okay, because I couldn't believe that Southampton were a team that put 4 goals on us. Came back from that, Sunderland in the FA Cup, totally dominated that, won 3-0. Leicester, difficult game. 1-0 down, 1-0, 2-1 down. Half time, told them straight they weren't good enough and they needed to, improve. And they did. They came out second half and they waltzed away with a 3-2 win. Yeah, as you can see, we was 9, equalised back 41, and then, second half I sort of read them the right act and they were much better. We then played West Ham, played them off park. Absolutely fantastic from start to end. Could have been a lot more. We were a bit wasteful. But everything clicked. Everything we played, the passing, the movement, the shooting, it was just we squandered it, hit the goalie a lot rather than him saving. We were blasting it straight at him, but 4-0, can't complain of that. Villa in the Cup, we totally dominated the game in my opinion. 1-0 up, they pulled a goal back 86th minute against a run of play, but that's the way it goes. And then our penalty taking is absolutely, well, by that stage I had made all my substitutions, so some of these guys weren't really penalty takers, but so I expect a bit of fallout from that. Brighton 0-0, we should really have beaten them, but we didn't create a lot, and we've just beaten Sheffield United 3-0, again could have been a lot more. I was able to rotate my players ready for today, so we're back today for the end of season running. Alright, we've got Man United, then Arsenal. Newcastle are top of the league. I was thinking of the Arsenal game, but I wanted to play against Man United in 3rd and Arsenal 7th. I could have done it a bit later. And then what we'd do is the season's pretty much over. We may come back and do the Bristol City and the season review. But as you can see, we're sitting comfortably mid-table. I did say about here, didn't I, at the start of the season? So I'm quite happy with that. A good result today. We still, there's a good result today. We move up a place. We can make that top 10, which would be magic. Behind the scenes, then, a little bit of wheeler dealing going on. Okay, I've made a couple of offers for players. I'm waiting. Kalame has agreed to join for 7.5. Okay. I'm really impressed with this player. Attacking midfield, right, left, striker. I'm going to get these up, and he's going to become rotationable around all of these positions. One of the deals was that I got somebody in to support him, and as you know, I've been looking for a goalkeeper, and lo and behold, up comes this guy. Not saying he's gonna jump into the first team anytime soon. He needs a bit of work. He is better than our current reserve player, so I thought, that's at least that's an improvement to the squad rather than the first team. But his potential is a lot better. So if he plays and gets going, we could have a good player there. Sorry, I meant to go back into that. I decided I like to get in before the transfer window opens and everybody starts bargaining with you. So I picked both these up for 10, 11.5 million, so I'm chuffed with that. 2 good players that will improve the team. Okay, out. This guy wants to go, so he's going. He got injured, and I said to him, "Oh, don't worry about your playing time." Not because he's a reserve player. He's not even in the first team setup, so his playing time wasn't really affected. But wasn't happy, so bye bye. Simple as that. So overall, squad wise, tactics wise, it's all the same. Just those couple of transfers to talk about. So the league's been shaping up quite well. Newcastle are going to win it, I would say, although they are being closed down now by Man City. Sorry, I just got to have a look. I do like to follow up. So Man City only drew, Newcastle only drew. So Newcastle had a chance to stretch a lead there, really. But so we're playing Man United today. Man United are sitting in 3rd place. It's not going to be an easy game. Okay, it really isn't. I've got to brag about this guy. This is a guy I brought as a striker, and he's going to start training there next season. Can't do it at the moment because I need him up front. 11 involvements in goals from 11 starts. Absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely over the moon with him. Playing really well. And we've got Joel, who's been out injured. He's just back from injury now. I'm not sure there will be a place for him next season. He could be one that's going to go. Although that said, he's got what, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 from 14. So maybe I'll have to try and work a way of getting them both into the team. We'll see how it goes. So Sotto's injured. Clarkson's not making the fold at the minute. He's not playing great. And yeah, there's a few changes for next season for sure if we're going to take the next step in this save. So that's it today then. We're away against Man United. It's not going to be easy. I'm expecting us to lose. I'll be realistic. It's not going to be an easy game, is it? Hey, we're playing well. But there's no point me playing against the Sheffield Uniteds and that when we're beating them, rolling them over 4-5-0. I want to see us and you want to see us performing against these sort of teams. On our day, we're going to give Man United a run. But on their day, they could embarrass us. So, but that's all part of the save, all part of the... Oh, what an effort for a free kick right from the start. I can never say his blooming name. But Trifkovic, it's not even an hard name to say, is it? I just try to check extra I's and L's in it. And that's an head. Oh, Trifkovic is playing really well. He's weighed in with a couple of goals. His passing in midfield sometimes is... I'm going to shut up because that was woeful. It seems to happen every time, doesn't it? But Trifkovic, his overall gameplay has been phenomenal since he joined us. Although it doesn't look like that in a training field. So well happy with how he's going at the moment. So we're going to drop a bit of encouragement. We are at Old Trafford. And it's almost a full stadium. A few empty stands there by the look of that. But they've got their first... Well, I don't know if it's their first highlight. Anyway, but... it's wide. That's lucky. And let's have a look, see what the stats are. And how we're doing here. 4 and 2, 6 and 1. They're shading it, aren't they, really, on XG. Possession-wise, we're there. Shots against them. Yeah, we're doing all right. We can hold our heads up so far. And like I said, if we get our passing going, it's usually quite quick and fluid. And why do I say it? And this is a worry. Every time I say how well we're playing it, they prove me wrong. But yeah, our passing actually in the last few games has been a joy to behold. We've attacked fast, and we really are on 11th in the league. You can't really argue with that. This is a bit of a worry. We're not. So I'm going to demand a bit more, I think, because we're not really... We're still holding our own possession-wise. I'd take a draw here, guys. Fernandez is absolutely brilliant. He's in with a shout at being Young Player of the Season, apparently. And yeah, things are looking up. So we're going to bring Victorino on there to get a bit of playing time. I'm going to take him off. I don't want him to get sent off. I'm trying to get Eland some more playing time to try and realise his potential. Although I've missed it today. We're on 75 and something. And that's because I'm talking. Ben Allingham is coming in nicely in his new position. As is this guy. And he's going to replace Teklik. And then we bring... Alcaraz on because I've promised him. He signed a new 3-year contract, took a 20k a week pay cut with it, so I promised him a bit of playing time, which I'm trying to do, and Anderson can replace Elliotson, and that'll pretty much be changed because Ruiz isn't doing very well and Joel gets a run out, so that's okay. I'm hoping Ruiz isn't too badly injured because I need the guy. But yeah, overall it's been a cracking season. I'm quite chuffed. The Blackburn team, like I said, we struggled the first season with performance. That was in the Championship when I first took over. We had half a season. I thought we were in with a shout at the playoffs, and we totally bottled it. Then we won the Championship last season, our second season, and here we are. I'm hoping we can defend this. Looking at around about 10th place. I'm quite happy mid-table in our first season in the Premiership, so it's shaping nicely. Get in there. Oh. Disappointing over the top, and that's keeper's ball. A nice bit of showboating there by the keeper. Why not? He hasn't done anything all game, and I'm quite chuffed with this. I know it's not been a great game, guys, for you watching, but for me as their manager, we've contained Man United really well. And when you think United are third in the league, and we're putting... Oh, that was a bit disappointing from Alcaraz, but yeah, United are third in the league. I just hope we don't throw it away. Oh, Medros is too short. He's got caught out there. We need to get a challenge in, guys. And it's through, and they're 1-0 up. And was that offside? I think Rashford was. The referee's got his hand up. Normally, if the hand's up, it's offside. Come on. We don't deserve to lose this. We don't deserve to lose this. But this is the way the game treats us at the minute. That's disappointing. 94th minute. And he was maybe level. But this is... The lines mean nothing because they change them to suit themselves. So I'm convinced of that because I've seen a blatantly offside from a corner given. So, and I mean it was crossed over, headed back in, and the player was stood offside and it was given because the goalie was in front of him and there was only one defender behind him. So the game's not that smart in some instances. What can I say? I'm proud. Oh, they won't let me do it with that one. I am, because yeah, we lost 1-0. I don't think we deserve to lose 1-0. So yeah, that's the Man United game, guys. We disappointed that we did only get a defeat. We snatched a defeat out of what could have been a good result there right at the end. So we're going to go off and play the days through until the Arsenal match, and then we'll come back and see if we can do the double over Arsenal. So just before we go to Arsenal, I just wanted to share this with you because it's quite important for us as a team in the future. They've just had the Young Player of the Month accolade, and we've been close to this all season. All three of my players have made first, second and third in the Young Player of the Month. That bodes well going forward for the season, for the future seasons rather. You know, we've a lot of these players, we've brought them in, we've nurtured them and given them game time. Some of them straight in a team. Some, like Allingham, has had to learn new positions. And yeah, I keep saying it, the future's bright, and I don't need to say any more. So yeah, quite chuffed with that. Also, we've just had, we're waiting for the work permit now for the goalkeeper, Bustos, was it? So we've both new signings have agreed to join us, which is great. We've got an A on the board here, which is important. Supporters not so much. They're disappointed we lost to Liverpool, would you believe? Oh, it's Brighton this time. We drew. So yeah, they're a hard bunch to get on side, but they're not turning up week in, week out like I'd have liked. So, but yeah, just quickly here, not transfer history, sorry guys. In, isn't it? Both these guys then, work permit has been granted. It's just waiting now. I don't know why it's saying still work permit, because it should now have gone to join, because it has been agreed in principle. So that's two new signings for next season, and I think I'm going to have to start looking at English talent, aren't I, going forward, because I don't think I've brought anybody English for a very, very long time. So I'm going to have to think about that going forward. And Ferriola can come straight into the team here instead of Allingham, because he is also still learning the position and he's getting there. He's accomplished now. If you remember, he's the fullback I brought, and then when he turned up he could only play wing back. So he's been on a deep training mission to get him up to speed, which he's getting there, but he does need that time playing the game. So it's been a good season as well to get both these players. I'm not sure Allingham going forward is maybe going to be a fit for the club, but we'll see. We'll see. This guy came up after I'd signed Allingham, so there could be some changes there. So anyway, that's the team for today. I know we got a few that's match fitness, but we can rotate that right after when it's required. So we're away at Arsenal. We beat them at home. My claim to fame for this season. We have beaten a few of the top teams actually, including Tottenham. I clicked the wrong one there, but that's okay. We got away with it. Arsenal's not on a great run either. We're on a slightly better run, I believe. A couple of wins and a loss. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Arsenal, it's not Highbury these days, is it? What's it called? I'm not sure off the top of my head. Something like the Emirates or something, isn't it? But I'm old school. It should always be Highbury. And here we go. We're getting it. Teklik. I thought he was going to run through and get that there. Teklik with the ball. Can he get this passing going? I really want a game where you can see how smoothly and how quickly we pass the ball and move. And there you are. Oh, the keeper. And that's what I mean. We create the chances, but we always just hit the keeper. The keeper sort of stays put, and we managed to hit him. I suppose it's fantastic positioning by the keeper, he would argue. And this is a worry, and that's not a worry. So, yeah, well, it's really coming together. Really happy with the team. Everything's coming along nicely. You know, the guys are getting used to each other. Still, it takes a while to get everybody used to the position they're playing, simply because of natural rotation, injuries and such. But we're starting to play well. I'll just encourage the guys, no matter what happens here. If it stays 0-0, the encouragement helps them, and if we go 1-0 down, it helps them. So that's a good cross. Oh, well headed out by Bitshiab, who had a bit of a dodgy start to the season, but he's found his feet since coming back into the team, which is good because Vergara isn't happy. If you remember rightly, I told you he wanted to play wide as a centre back. How did that go in, goalkeeper? You really need to be looking at yourself there, young man. But yeah, Vergara decided he wanted to play as the wide centre half of... Oh dear, that's woeful. Yeah, wide centre half of a 3 centre half. I tried it for one game. Absolutely hated it. Won't be trying that tactic again for a very, very long time. So he had no option but to play the position he's played every single game for the last 2 seasons. And he's not happy. So he put in a transfer request. So he's got a £40 million release clause. So I bagged 60 million in on the transfer and offered him to clubs. Nobody wanted him, surprise, surprise. So I told him then to get off and find a club. And he's still with us. And he hasn't even he hasn't even been approached by other teams yet. So I'm hoping that's enough. Keeper, what are you doing? Oh, mister. I shouldn't have signed a new keeper yet, should I? But he has made a few mistakes again lately. That's got to be a free kick, offside, penalty for us or something. Okay, maybe not. Oh dear, Mr. Goalkeeper, what are you doing? Mr. Bonsu, you've been... Well, maybe it wasn't his fault. Maybe I'm being a bit hard on him there. And I've got to stop coming and playing these hard games. I've got to play the easy games, haven't I? And that's a worry. Oh, and that's a fantastic save. Try proving me wrong now for getting it wrong. So he's rubbing it in my face, but or rubbing my face in it would be the better way to put that, wouldn't it? And yeah, he's really proving me wrong, isn't he now? But yeah, I play all the hard games and you don't see the best of us. But I don't want to play the easy games so that you think, well, you're only showing us the easy games. So maybe I'll have to do one of each going forward for the next season. But next season I'm expecting us to challenge a lot better against the better sides. So second half, 2-0 down. I'm going to demand some more. I'm not, because they'll land our butts to us if I change that up to attacking. I've had to go balanced against the top teams because I hate losing, and I don't want it to be a situation where we lose 4, 5, 6-0 every week. And I think I don't want to be at this club anymore, because this club, the potential is there for all to see. I've just got to wait for these boys to grow up a little bit and really state their claim. I think we've put together a good squad here. A couple of times I've had to sign players I didn't really want to tick boxes, and like the goalkeeper, I wasn't really looking for... I was hoping to get an English goalkeeper, but I had to sign an Argentinian for the new signing. And lo and behold, as if by magic, the game must have known, and they come up and put him up for sale. So I do tend, if you've noticed, to try and get my transfers done before the transfer windows, so we get the full benefit from them from day one of the transfer window, rather than waiting a month or wherever long the window's open. Not so much this one because it's the end of season, but this is awful. I'm going to make some changes because we have not turned up today. Joel, this is why he's not in the team a lot. There is just too many games where he he doesn't turn up. And we're going to take out all of the poor players. So that's 4. That leaves us 1 in case there's an injury, as it's only 60 minutes in. So yeah, let's have a look. Could demand a bit more. I could maybe go attack him, but I don't really think we're good enough. And the last thing, oh dear. Oh, and the keeper. I must start every episode telling you how bad the keeper is, because he's been absolutely phenomenal since, which is good. Very good. And that's a nice switch of play there. Now, can Alcaraz do anything, or are the Arsenal boys going to be just too good for us? Because I'm sure they've been told this is your chance for revenge, and they're really going for it. And this is what I mean. Look, I've lost. I brought a tall striker. I've got a tall midfield player who can also play up front, and they're all injured at the minute. So I'm back to the minnows. Oh dear, no. Oh, I'm back to the short guys up front. So we're going to make one more substitution here. I'm not going to let Eland become totally injured. So that's disappointing, really. Oh, what a save. Or was that the post? That was a cracking corner by Clarkson, I must say, into the near post. I do like to hit the near and the back posts with my corners, so I'm hoping now he's going to chip, but looking at the lineup, it's going middle of the diddle for the goalie. I don't go middles that often because it makes it easier for the goalkeepers, I feel. And yeah, that's disappointing. Did themselves proud. You know, we were embarrassed again by Arsenal. I thought we played okay. We're still 11th, but we do need to pick up a win towards the end. Right, guys, I'm not going to waffle today. I've watched some of these back when I'm editing them, and I think, God, I don't have waffle on. So that's pretty much our season done. We've got a tough game against Newcastle. You're not going to see that because I'm expecting pain. I'm not going to do a 2-game against 15th and 19th, but I will come back and do the Bristol City game, not because it's an easy game, but because it fits in well with the end of the season, and then we'll go on and do the end of season review for the second half of the video. And that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it half as much as I enjoy making it. You wouldn't believe how much more interesting a game becomes when you do something like this. You have to think more. You can't just flick through everything. You have to spend more time developing and getting it right. So anyway, I'm waffling. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. If you've enjoyed it, please leave us a like, a subscribe if you want to, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.